Hello everyone and welcome home. In today's video, I'm going to show you 9 small mini games that you can play on Ponytown. I got these ideas when thinking of ideas for school roleplay classes, so I encourage you to use these for your schools, as I think it would heavily improve your roleplay and make it much more fun. I will include the class equivalents to each minigame, but feel free to play them just as they are and use them for any kind of roleplay you want. Number 1. Painting. You might remember this from the prison video I did, but painting is a really cool idea in Ponytown. You can use all sorts of small items like fruits and candles as paint. This is really good for an art class, much more exciting to actually make your own painting instead of staring at an in-game one. This can also spark all sorts of interesting conversation topics, and it's just so silly and fun seeing what everyone paints. Number 2. Music memory. This is my favorite minigame on this list, and I can't believe nobody thought of doing this sooner in Ponytown. This memory game is very fitting for a music class, as the grapes act as music notes. So, how this works is, basically, you have a white mat and skewers as the music sheets. The game host, aka the teacher, has a melody written down on the board, and they show this to the students. They have around 5 seconds to memorize it, and then they have to write down the notes in the correct color order and placement on the lines. The goal is to correctly memorize the whole thing. It's actually not as easy as you might think. I suggest using 3 to 5 notes for the game. You can make separate difficulty levels, and if the students correctly memorize the first round, they get to move on to the next, slightly harder level. I think it's a cool concept. Have fun with it. Make sure to add some instruments next to the music sheets. If you need some ideas, I have a video on that. Number 3. Deweeding. You may recognize this from the prison video as well. Instead of wasting space for a football court or just a large grass area, you can combine that with a mini game. Just spam a bunch of weeds and then separate the players into 2 teams. The team with the most weeds on their tiles wins. What a great way to save money on a gardener. Number 4. Potion brewing. This is a cool minigame for a lab or potion brewing class. Have the students collect some items around the school and bring them back for their potion. This gives them a reason to really explore the map you hopefully worked hard on making. It's fun to run around instead of sitting in one class for several minutes and slightly moving to the next one after. Number 5. Guess the item. This was great for a theater class. Have a student come up to the stage. Then the teacher will place down an item behind the stage and show it to the student. After a bit, the student will have to vaguely explain the item to their fellow classmates. The goal is to figure out what they're talking about. The student that guesses the item gets to go explain the next item, and so on. Number 6. Sorting items. Dorms aren't just a place to sleep anymore. They're a place where you'll get bullied for the mess you made, just like in your room back at home. For this minigame, scatter a few items of 2 colors around the room. The students then have to sort the items into the right color box. Yeah, it's really that simple. This might not be the most economical minigame, especially as it takes up quite a few items, but it sure is special and a sweet short activity. Number 7. Cooking. Cooking is super fun. Get it? Soup and cooking? Sorry. For this mini game, set up a dish you want the students to prepare. Make it very appetizing with quite a few ingredients. The person to replicate the dish perfectly first is the best chef. Number 8. Trivia. This may take the extra preparation IRL, but trust me, it's really cool when you can see the roleplay host has put in the effort so everyone could enjoy it. This can work for any class. Just find some interesting, maybe even hilarious and surprising facts online and give the students 2 or more options to choose from. Then they have to sit on the right side. This can bring up some wacky topics, which is great for a game that mainly revolves around communication. Number 9. Musical chairs. You can set this up anywhere, maybe even in the canteen. I don't know why people don't play musical chairs more often in Ponytown. I do think I started a mini trend of it though after the party I hosted for my ex-channel artist and admin. Musical chairs with around 50 people is rather chaotic, but not impossible to do either. I think around 20 people is enough though. This doesn't require much explaining, but essentially all you need to do is add some chairs, preferably in the shape of a circle, and then give signals to the players when to go and when to stop. After each round, remove a chair or 2 until there's 1 seat left. Bonus. Fashion designer. I thought of this while writing the script, and you can make a fashion class by having students create an outfit based on a specific theme. I know how y'all love creating cool characters, so I just thought that was a neat idea for a class. Well, that's all. I hope these mini-games give you the courage and motivation to make your roleplays or game nights more interesting. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!